What's going on, y'all? It's your boy H Dog back again with another video, and there's been some new leaks regarding the next Assassin's Creed. Officially, it's not officially, but not confirmed by Ubisoft. But according to the leak, that the name will be indeed called Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. We knew what the code name would be about it being Assassin's Creed Kingdom, and thanks to Jason Schreier, but the leaks that I'm finna go over, let's just all take it with a grain of salt. Mainly because of the fact that we've had a plethora of Assassin's Creed 2020 leaks prior to this. The leaks say as follows. The game was codenamed Kingdom, but is now called Ragnarok. Released fall 2020 on both old and new gen consoles. Revealed during the PlayStation event on February. Viking setting, century 800 BC. Map includes Scandinavia and a big part of England, including London and Plymouth. Choice between a man and woman in terms of character creation like Odyssey. But there's no impact on the story. That is the same. Protagonist, woman or male, is called Iora and become an assassin during the game. Okay. Brotherhood system is back with recruitable NPCs, a la Assassin's Creed 2. You can still use a boat to travel on sea, but there's less naval combat than Black Flag or Odyssey, in my opinion. So this must be more akin to Origins. Story-wise, the game is focused on a revenge quest with a big part of First Civilization's story, which I like and which is something I've been wanting. Realms like Asgard or Jotunheim can be visited in the game. Mythical beings such as Odin or Loki play a big part in the story, as well as Yggdrasil. I'm not sure what that is. Game has a present day part, but as much as Origins or Odyssey. It will conclude the present day storyline. Gameplay is still the same as Odyssey with improved mechanics and further RPG elements. Now, this is going to be a, now in terms of the present day storyline, if it's going to, when it says it's concluding, I think it really mean in terms of Layla Hassan's story, because Layla Hassan has not been a good modern day protagonist, at all. Like, she's not on the level of someone like Desmond Miles, not even close. But honestly, some of these leaks I have heard before. We have heard that this, I think it was a while ago, that the game would be revealed in February 2020. Thanks to a YouTuber by the name of YourRadTor, when he pretty much was talking about somebody who kind of let it slip, how he put it. He pretty much saying that they're going to reveal it in February 2020, and it's supposed to be alongside of a PlayStation event happening in February. So that tells me, that's a dead giveaway for a PS5 reveal. That would what it would have to be, a PS5 reveal. And if it's going to be revealed during the PlayStation event, then Ragnarok is Ubisoft's pretty much going to use Ragnarok to showcase the power of the PS5, kind of like how Assassin's Creed Origins showcased the power of the Xbox One X at the time. But honestly, I'm liking what I'm hearing. It says it's during the setting 800 BC. Now it does include Scandinavia, which would make a big sense, and it does include England, including London and Plymouth. Now, if it's going to be taking place during 800 BC, then it would probably be for the official establishment of London and Plymouth, because I believe during 800 BC, like, that would probably be during the medieval time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, when it comes to England, because they had a lot of medieval armor at the time, and I would imagine they would kind of have like the same types of armor that I don't know if y'all remember this movie, but Braveheart. I would imagine they would have armor like that in terms of the English soldiers, because during that time you had the English fighting off the Scots fighting off the English, and the English wore this like medieval attire. So I would think when it's going to places like England and London and Plymouth, then it's pretty much going to be like medieval England, from what I'm gathering from this. And it's going to have a big emphasis on the first civilization, and you got what appears to be the assassin and Templar coming back into play, because I know a lot of people been like saying, oh well, they've kind of like veered off from the assassin Templar war. So I think this could be the game to put it somewhat back on track. And I would wonder, like, will we see any key first civilization members in this game, like we did with I know we've seen her in Odyssey. She was in Odyssey. Maybe Juno. I wonder will we see Juno in this game. And I believe Juno was also in Syndicate in some shape or form. Now there's a lot to unpack when it comes to these leaks. Now when it comes to the mythological beings, I kind of wonder, will they be kind of inspired, or will they be formed by first civilization tech? Because I know in Odyssey, you would have in some of the boss fights, which my favorite boss fight was the Minotaur, they would have sorry about my dog's barking. But they would have like this Minotaur boss that was powered by an apple of Eden. I wonder would it have like first civ artifacts to tie into like the boss battles, or would it be something like one of Assassin's Creed Odyssey's DLCs, like when it came to the Atlantis DLCs? I wonder would it have the gods portrayed in that way, that they was portrayed in the Fate of Atlantis DLC. I wonder would they do something like that, and that would be interesting if they did, which would be cool. And you would like having guys like Odin or Loki. That'd be pretty cool. I would love a boss fight with one of those two. I would love to see how that would play out. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that naval combat, I'm surprised there's going to be less naval combat in Ragnarok, being that it's centered around Vikings. And what we know about Vikings, they pillaged, they pretty much used the sea, they pretty much were raiders of the sea. And you would think that naval combat would have some emphasis, but it don't look like that's gonna be the case with Ragnarok. But with that being said, let me know what y'all think about these leaks in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, think about subscribing, and tap the notification bell for more content. And until next time, it's me, the boy H-Dog, and I'm out. Peace.